What's up, y'all? We are live. Let's rock and roll. I'm excited. I hope you are too, because we are going to talk about how to get customers to refer customers. How many of us would agree that would be pretty exciting to have your customers referring customers? How many of us would agree it'd be pretty exciting if you had customers coming into your business all the time from your current customer base? So we're going to talk about it today. If you're seeing me for the very first time, drop the word new in the comments. If you've been following me a while, let me know in the comments, because I've got the amazing Kacy and Kylie here. And if you haven't seen them before, where have you been living under a rock? These two have been doing videos for years and years and years. We've worked together with them for over 9 years, 9.5 years, probably at this point. Know them even longer than that, go back even further than that. But it's amazing because they've gotten so good with duplication, with culture, with having people on their team organically grow. And one of the ways they've learned to organically grow their business, and when I say organically grow, meaning they're not just relying on like recruiting people from other companies or recruiting people that have influence or expertise or people that are like experienced marketers. They're working with normal, everyday people, which, by the way, that's going to be, if you build a real business, that's going to be the majority of your business. In fact, you should want to have normal, everyday people winning, obviously, and you should want happy customers that are referring customers. And I'll tell you, 85% of our revenue on our team comes from customers, which is crazy. It's bananas. It's bonkers. Like last month was a slow month. Last month was a slower month, and we still had 4,600 new customers in 30 days, 31 days. That's insane. But 30% of our customers are referred by other customers. It's crazy. So we do promos, incentives. We do different things to get customers to refer customers. Plus, we give them cash for referring customers. So there are some things we do. But at the end of the day, you still have to figure out the conversations and the strategies to incentivize, encourage, and give them exactly what to post. So Kacy and Kylie are very, very good at that. They have a huge business, an elite business. But what I love about their story is they started really slow. Right? Just like me, I spent more money than I made my first 2 years in network marketing. I'll repeat, I spent more money than I made my first 2 years. So if you're like riding the struggle bus, hoping for a breakthrough, praying for a breakthrough, this might be that breakthrough you need. This might be that strategy that you can start to use to not just get customers to refer customers, but to find other ways to get your existing network, your friends, your followers, whomever you're already connected to get them to post or promote your products. How many of us would agree that would be pretty cool, right? So Kacy and Kylie, what's up? Good to see you. How are things?
Hi, John. What's up?
You're having an insane month. Your team is on fire. I love it. But I'm really excited because whether we have big promos like we do right now, big discounts, big sales, whatever, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all the things. But even like a normal everyday month, like just a normal month, like next month, you'll still have lots of new customers, lots of new people getting started, people doing all the things. Like I know recently we just had a guy that joined with you with Guillermo, right? Guillermo out of Puerto Rico. He is crushing it. And you guys are so good with like coaching him through like what to post, what to do, giving him step-by-step instruction. And I think sometimes we forget how important that is, because a lot of times people, when they first get started, let's be honest, they ain't got a clue. They have no clue what to do. So you guys are just so good at being like hands-on, very patient, very supportive, but giving people instruction. So really excited to have this conversation. And before we get into like the nitty-gritty, can you share a little bit about your story, your background, and then we'll get into the goods?
Yes, absolutely. We are so excited to be here, John. Thank you so much for inviting us to share the strategy. I know if you stay tuned to the very end of this video, you are going to have a game-changing strategy to help you grow a bigger business. And it's not even cold messaging or posting videos or doing reels. Crazy, right? We know reels and Facebook Lives are crushing it right now. But when Kylie and I started in this industry, we were 21 years old. I had just graduated from college. I had no business being in business. I come from a family where neither one of my parents went to college. And I just thought I had to go to college to find a career. And what happened is I ended up in $50,000 in student loan debt, and I didn't know how to pay my bills. I couldn't get a job with my degree because I had to go to graduate school. And then I was frustrated because I spent all this time going to college, got my degree, and then I couldn't even use it. And that is when I got introduced to this industry. And we got introduced to a different company before we partnered with John, and it was the same company he was in. And in that company, I got introduced to personal development, and it changed everything for me. Thankfully, Bob Proctor's wife was in that company, so he was on the stages, and he was our first mentor. When I learned from Bob that if you change your thinking, you could change your results. It didn't matter what your background was or where you came from or what your parents did. You could create success. That is when I learned to set goals for myself. And that's what this industry did for both Kylie and I. When I got started, I was just somebody excited about a product and a positive community. I was always an athlete growing up all the way through high school and college. Any athletes on here? And then when I graduated, I just wanted that community. I wanted to keep using those leadership skills. And then we got introduced to this industry. I didn't make any money for 4 years. My first company, anyone been in a company, never made any money, right? Drop a 1 in the comments. That's Kylie and I. You're just like us. Then we got introduced to our current company. It took me 18 months to hit my first rank advancement. So if you were on this video, you haven't made money and you're thinking, man, I don't know what I should do. Should I give up? Should I quit? Well, my first mentor told me, be here 3 to 5 years from now. Thank God I listened to him. And I'm sure John had a similar mentor that said 3 to 5 years, 3 to 5 years. Yep. And then what happened was when I hit that 4-year mark, started to make a consistent income. Then something game-changing happened. Kylie and I did one of John and Nadia's 30-day video challenges, and it changed our business. 30 days after I started showing up consistently, I started to make a consistent income. 8 months later, I was able to quit my full-time job. It was one decision, one commitment that changed everything. And so if you're here right now and you're thinking, okay, I'm ready to have that breakthrough. So here's what happened. I don't know if you were like Kacy and I, but we had zero influence, like right, none. We graduated from college. I had my sorority sisters. We play ultimate frisbee. I had my frisbee friends. I had no one that thought I was credible in business. And so that's when we got introduced to this concept of the referral post, the shout out post, the celebration post that we're going to get into. We're going to share with you today. And something, if you're taking notes, I want you to write down is OCA. And what that means is one connection away. You are one connection away from a completely different life. And when you can tap into the art of other people's networks, it's going to change your life. And we're going to teach you today exactly how to do that without feeling like you're bugging your friends and family, but also how to generate leads. So we're super pumped for this conversation today.
Yeah. And I love it because it really is an organic way to build. It's an organic way to grow, where sometimes we're trying to think of like where to find people, and we're trying to like new strategies with Reels and TikTok and going live and all the things. That's great. But why not take your existing network and get them to refer people to you? Because really, they know hundreds of people you don't know. They have relationships with people that you don't know, and they can introduce you to their network. And I think, what was it? Oh, I can't remember who it was. Might have been Gary Vaynerchuk, but there was someone I was watching and they were talking about like not asking for referrals, but ask for introductions. And introducing people, or you getting introduced to someone's network, is such a great way to get those referrals without having to ask for a referral. And I love this strategy because it's something we've been using for years and years and years, and it always works. Now, I should say it always works in the sense, in the grand scheme of things, it always works. But it doesn't necessarily work for every person every time they post. But it's one of those things where if you find the right people and you get them to use this strategy and they have a little bit of influence, a little bit of credibility, they will see results. There's nothing better than when someone puts out a post, just kind of casually, and they've never done it before. They get like, 20 likes and 4 comments, people requesting information. And it's like, that's building the business. That's it. That's all we do. We're just referring something that we're using or something that we actually like. Right? You ever referred a good book, good movie, a good show? I think all of us have probably done that before. Well, what if there was a way to do that in a duplicatable way? So Kacy and Kylie are going to talk about that exact thing. So I'm excited, and I hope you are too. Definitely share this with your teammates, tag some peeps, and take some notes. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So Kylie, I'd be curious to hear, like, what are some of the things that are working right now that you see people doing, as a post, as a shout out? Like, what does some of that look like, just so people understand what that even is?
No, yeah, it's such a good question. So one of our favorite right now shout out post is a color background post. And a color background post is when someone literally, it's that solid color that you can use on Facebook. And in that post, you can either, if you have currently tried the products and your friend who's doing the post for you, you can showcase your personal results. Or if your friend who's doing the post for you, they can share their results. But here's the trick is you help the person do the post if they have tried products. So first, let's say we are doing a post for someone who has never tried the products. And this is, I believe this is the game-changing thing that Kacy and I do that really helps our shout-out post really take off, is that we actually promote a giveaway at the bottom of every shout-out post, even for our customers, our prospects. And so when the first step is for someone to do a post, it's normally someone that can't afford products, maybe they want to get entered in a giveaway, or they've had great results and you want to celebrate them. And so what that post would look like, one of my favorite ones that I'm using right now is we just launched a brand new all natural GLP-1 program. And so for my clients who want to earn some shopping credits or get entered in a giveaway, what the post looks like that I'm sending them is so simple. It says, my friend Kylie is down 4.8 pounds with this GLP-1 bioactive fiber. No more chip cravings, no bloating, and stable energy all day. To celebrate, Kylie's giving away a box of it. Drop a heart for an entry. So that's a super simple way of me just sharing with one of my friends if they want to get entered in a giveaway. And this is something that's been game changing for referral posts for us. We need to find a way where the customer you're talking to, the client we're talking to, we want to find the benefit for them. They're not just going to post for you unless they're a good friend and they're helping you launch your business. But other than that, they want to know what is in it for them. So if we can find a way, get them entered in a giveaway. John is amazing with our team. We always do big giveaways every single month to incentivize people to do referral posts. And so if you are not in our organization, I want to challenge you, do a monthly giveaway. It's just one giveaway that we promote all month long in our ATM groups. And the secret is to ask people to do posts to get entered into that big giveaway. Right now, we're giving away cash. We always give away products. We're giving away different kinds of things to capture attention. And then what happens is once we get somebody into that Facebook group, this is the power of the referral post, the power of the giveaway, is making sure your friends are approving the Facebook group. If you use the ATM system, drop ATM in the comments below. I think this is why it is game changing to promote a giveaway on the bottom of these posts, because then you can say super simple to get entered. All you have to do is approve the group I just added you to, and then I'm going to tag you in a post about the giveaway. I love getting into conversations with people and they say, hey, I'm super excited about this giveaway because they commented on my giveaway. Would you just like to get entered in the giveaway, or would you like details on the products too, or both? Every person says both. So it's an easy way for you to get in a conversation. And then the power of the referral post is if your friend does this post in their wall and they start to get comments, it's your friend's warm network. Those sales are so much faster because they trust your friend. It's not you trying to warm up a cold lead from TikTok or video where they're watching you for 6 or 8 months. I got a referral post up on Friday. 4 people ordered from it, right? Because the woman has influence over her friends. They want this all natural GLP-1 boosting supplement. With that referral post, what I did is I just had a picture of what the product looked like, and I shared her story. I shared her story of how she was struggling before she got started. It's just a simple curiosity post. And if you follow John and Nadia, you know the power of curiosity marketing. If you can ask your customer just a couple questions, like, what are you struggling with when it comes to your healthy lifestyle journey? What do you feel like holds you back from reaching your goals? What are your current results? Take their words, put it into a post. That's going to generate even more leads, because then when your friend posts it, they're sharing their story with their words and their voice. And then the giveaway on the bottom is just the cherry on top, because it just gets people to raise their hand. It gets them to raise their hand. They know that you're going to get into conversation with them. And then that's when I ask them, hey, would you just like to get entered in the giveaway, or details on the products too, or both? And then I can get them into my Facebook group. They can start seeing more information, but they get excited. They get excited. And I love what John teaches with the ATM system is we add people to the Facebook group. If you're new and you've never heard of John and Nadia's ATM system, you're adding your leads or your prospects to either the business community or the product community. Once you add them to the community, you tag them in information. So what I do when I'm giving them information is I'm sending them the video links from the group. What happens?
Mm.
It makes them approve the group and make sure they're in the group. And then we can start that conversation of answering their questions. But most of the time, if their friend's getting results, they want to buy faster. And then when I'm giving the information and I'm having the conversation, they ask, okay, well, how much is it going to cost? I give them a couple options and I say, but Lori, she's doing the last option, right? She's doing, the full body transformation system, and they want to do whatever their friend's doing. And a lot of times they don't care how much it costs because they want those results too.
Yeah, I love it. And then how many customers do you think you guys get per month from the shout out posts, if you had to guess?
Within our organization, I bet at least 100 new customers every month. And one of the things we do is we challenge our team members. I challenge them, okay, let's get up 2 referral posts in the next 48 hours. And one of the parts of our launch process is I know sometimes people don't always have a network who supports them. So on one of the days of our launch, we're going to ask them, okay, let's get up a referral post. We introduce that concept in the beginning, so they're not relying on their network who might not trust them or they might not have influence over. And our best leaders and our top leaders have actually come from other people's referral posts. How insane is that, right?
Totally insane.
Products, but that you meet the A players and their networks.
Yep. And the thing is, people always prejudge. They always assume that their friends and family aren't going to be interested or the people they know won't buy. And then they do a post and they get some traction. And this is a customer. This is not someone that's even committed to the business yet, right? And it's crazy because basically that customer is doing a curiosity post. We're only calling it something else because they haven't joined yet. And some of the best people start out as curious customers. They start out just using the product. And, I just had a conversation with a guy this morning and he's like, my girlfriend is loving the collagen. So now we're having a business conversation, which is, again, an organic way to build. This is a guy that wasn't looking for something. His girlfriend wasn't looking for an opportunity. Neither one of them were looking, but because they like the product so much and they see the value in not just using it, but they're like, if we share it with others, we'll get credits towards free product. Well, yeah, but you could also earn commissions. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's true. I could get my products paid for and then also earn commissions, get, paid to use the product, get paid to look younger, feel better, have more energy, whatever that is. So that really is the genius. Now, how do you come up with what people should post? Do you just do it based on what they're interested in? Like, do you only have a few different product examples or, suggestions for people? Like, how do you come up with the post ideas?
So it depends on what product they're interested in. We have a couple different programs that we help people with. One of our really popular programs is the 5-day reset. It's a 5-day, you lose 5 pounds in 5 days. It's a 5-day program to reset your metabolism. So those referral posts have blown up. If somebody had just done a 5-day drop, what we do when we're sharing with them about the 5-day drop and they've gone through and we're celebrating them, I just ask them, I say, okay, let's do a celebration post. You want to get entered to win a bottle of our liquid collagen? You want to get entered to win? They say yes. And then they say for a 5-day drop, I love the 5-day drop referral post. And you can use this depending on what kind of products that you do sell, but I have a list of about 15 to 20 benefits of what it does. And I send it to them. Okay, tell me the top 3 things that you love most. They're all going to be different. So from that list, it's, less bloating, more energy, and my skin looks better, right? They're going to pick. I just said, I have a screenshot of things. Okay, pick your top 10 or pick your top 3 out of this list of 10 to 20 things. And that's really helpful because if their goals are to get rid of their cravings and to reduce their bloating, what are their friends most likely looking for? Right? Duh, right? Or if it's with hair, skin, with collagen. So I asked them, I asked just, hey, will you pick 3 of these benefits that you're loving so far? Or if they haven't tried it, which benefits would you love to have happen? And then that way I can write something really simple, like Kylie said, a color background post, or if they have a before and after, great. But it's really, think of it as a curiosity post on their wall.
Right.
And it's going to be an evolution because sometimes your customers are going to love doing these posts. They're going to want to get entered in every giveaway every single month. We have customers who want to do that. And so it's a different post every month. And then their stories are better and better. So we can just change it with different kinds of curiosity posts. And something that we do is something, 5-day drop system, where we lead our customers through a 5-day drop program. And during that process, we actually tell them to do a post, right? On day 2 or day 3, we say, hey, we're so proud of you. We're super excited for your results. Today, we're doing an amazing giveaway. So simple to get entered in the giveaway. All you have to do is throw up a simple post on your Facebook sharing your results and excitement. And those posts are so simple. And it's basically saying their results, the benefits they're feeling, and their excitement. So it could be, I can't believe I'm down 3 pounds in 2 days. My bloating is gone. I can't believe how good this works. To celebrate my friend Kylie. Well, just during the 5-day drop, like day 2. Yeah. But then if you want to add that giveaway line at the bottom, you're not spamming your friends and family if you're promoting a giveaway. It doesn't feel salesy whatsoever to have that call to action.
Well, it's kind of smart too, because you're finding out who actually would be interested, right? They want to win it, which means they would like to use it. If they're interested in winning your product, right? You're doing a product. Now we do, like you said, we do big giveaways. So we have like so many people contributing. So I know some people are watching this going, I can't afford to just give away. You give away samples. You have to give away a whole box, give away samples, or get with your upline, your sideline, your downline, whatever. Figure out, like, maybe you guys can come together and chip in some free product or whatever. But if your team already does it, then just leverage the giveaways that are already happening. With that being said, yeah, I love that you pointed out the hey, but you could also win this product for free, because again, when they say I want to win, they're saying I want to use it. So now you know that is a lead. Now your job is to turn a lead into a prospect into a customer. Just because they raise their hand doesn't necessarily mean they're going to buy. Now that would be my next question is, what are you doing to get people from, raising their hand, expressing interest, doing the referral post? How many of them actually do it, by the way? Is it like 10%, 50%? What would you say in that regard?
You have to follow up on it, right? If you've asked somebody to do a post, you said that the post, they might not post it weird, right? People don't respond all the time.
Shocking.
And then guess what? Then I do another giveaway. I recommend doing a couple giveaway posts on your wall every month to get in these conversations with people. But they're going to comment on your next giveaway. Say, hey, it's super simple to get entered, right? And then they're going to see, oh, I didn't even respond to you last time. But I just changed up the verbiage a little bit. But it really depends on the person, if they're using products or not. You do have to follow up on it. But it's worth following up on it and making time to get that post up. Yeah. And another thing to acknowledge is with these shout out posts, probably, and I love the Law of Averages by Jim Rohn, and it's the same thing with the referral posts. Every 1 in 10 pop off. So maybe you've done 8 referral posts and they just haven't done what you've seen other people do. That's okay. Keep going and test and tweak and always figure out what's working. And something I will give you a tip, if you are doing a color background post, and this is something that I find most people don't know, is say you send someone some verbiage of maybe them sharing their results on the products, and all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, but the color background's not working. Well, the reason being is they have too many characters. The reason why it works on your phone is because your text size is smaller. So people who have older, they typically have readers. So if they try to do a color background post, they only can use less characters. So just be mindful that your post that you give them needs to be a little bit shorter if they're not seeing that color background feature. But we do see the color background feature. It's popping off, especially with the 5-day drop, especially with the GLP-1. That's been working really well. But for someone who's been on the program a little bit longer, a formula that we like to do, and I like to almost, when I check in on my customers, I use that information to write a post for them. So I'm like, Susie, how are you doing? How are you feeling so far? And she tells me, and we go back and forth. And I really, in that moment, try and see, how are you doing? What are you struggling with? What things do you think you can do better? What results have you seen so far? And after I've asked those questions, then I can ask her if she wants to get entered in our giveaway. Or I do have a series of questions for one of my customers who's loyal, that or it's someone who's launching on our team, some questions that go with a longer story form framework. And that is something that's super helpful too, because you have to recognize people engage with different types of content. And so another example of a story framework, I call it the herbs framework. And what that stands for, and if you're taking notes, H is hook, E is emotion, R is results, B is benefits, and then S is surprise or spark. So
how'd you do the balloons?
Yeah, I don't.
That's cool. No, I love that. It's really smart. That's really smart to come up with the post ideas.
Yeah. So with that, it helps me write a post, and I literally take this herbs framework and I ask them questions, and then I send the answers to ChatGPT and I say, hey, write it with using this framework. And it writes the post. So an example could be a hook is an exciting first line, or it could be maybe a negative emotion. It's like you're hooking someone in, right? We've all seen, and pay attention to when you're scrolling on reels or you're reading posts, what is the thing that's hooking you in to continuously read? So it could be, just a few months ago, I was at my wit's end, right? People are going to continue to read that. So that's the hook. And then emotion.
And also, Kylie's giving you a master class in curiosity marketing right now. Like, if you are not doing referral posts, this is going to help you write better posts, and you're going to generate more leads to be able to have those conversations, to have new customers.
And emotion, when it comes to marketing, if you can tap into the negative emotions of how someone's feeling, that's actually going to relate, and you're going to get a lot more people are going to feel that post and take action on buying faster. And so an emotion would be, I was constantly tired, struggling to keep up with my daily tasks, and just not feeling my best. And so how do I get someone to tell me what that negative emotion is I simply ask them the question, hold on one second. I ask them, what were you struggling with before you got started? Right? How were you feeling before you got started? And they tell me those things, like, was there any activities that were hard for you? And then the next part of the framework, HER, results, what results they've seen, or maybe it's results that they've seen you have if they don't have results yet. B is what the product does, benefits of the products. And then the S, surprise or spark, would be leading with a giveaway or just a line of inspiration.
Smart. I love it. And then what do you do once someone starts getting the comments? They start getting the responses or the hearts or whatever. What are you teaching them to do? Especially for people that like maybe aren't tech savvy or used to, selling on social.
So one of two things, right? I had a woman who is 66 last week do a post, and she did a post. Yeah, she did a post. She got a lot of her friends started commenting on it. And I said, hey, Lori, do you know how to set up a group chat? She said, no, I don't. And I said, here, let me show you. And then what I do is I actually had Lori set up a group chat with her friends. I gave her a script to say, right, hey, this is my friend Kacy. She's an expert. She'll get you all the details. The reason that works better than trying to sometimes reply to a comment and message them, Facebook is so weird right now about being able to send somebody a friend request if you don't have any connections, or sending a message to go into the other folder. So if they take a second, even if they've never done it before, right, I could teach them easily, or that, yeah, I know how to do that. Okay, great. This is what you're going to do. Or I just let them know, hey, when you have somebody comment, let me know and I'll reach out to them. But 9 times out of 10, the customer or the lead will just set up the group chat with you and their friends so you can get them the information. But then what's happening? You're teaching your customer the simple system of duplication.
Exactly. They're literally doing the business and they don't even realize it.
They're doing the business. I'm like, hey, Lori, will you add your friend to our ATM Facebook group? Yeah, sure. Right? She's ATMing her friends to the group, setting up group chats. And then if you're brand new, you can do more than just your upline, right? More than just you. If you have somebody who's knows more about the products than you do, right? Put a couple people in the chat, just like a business chat. And the really cool thing is that you're going to see the message. You're more likely for that person to see the message versus you sending them a direct message on Facebook. So it depends again on the person, but 9 times out of 10, they will set up that group chat. And if they don't know how to set up a group chat, even better. What's that mean? All their friends on Facebook are their real friends in person. It's not just random social media friends. So they're warm network leads. And the big thing to recognize, if you're working with someone who maybe isn't very tech savvy, they're over 50 or 60, what's the value in that? Is one, most of their friends probably have money, right? Number two is they're not getting marketed to on Facebook. So if you do need to take an extra couple, these balloons are wild. If you do need to take a couple
balloons,
I know, I gotta fix my settings. If you do have to take a couple seconds to teach that person how to set up a group chat, what's going to happen is it could you're going to get so many sales from that, but you also need to mirror their energy of the person you're talking with. Right. If all of a sudden you're like, if there's only one comment on it, you can just reach out to that person. But For me, if a post is blowing up and they're setting up the group chat, it is so helpful for them to set the group chat so that I can start getting them information and we can work together. But if you're like, hey, she's like, what do I do? I have comments. And we literally have a script. Like if someone says, if someone wants info or they drop a heart, we literally have like in a board, boom, 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 what we say to someone. And then we tell them to do a group chat. And what if my friend who does the post doesn't respond? That's okay. I wait, and I probably wait like 3 or 4 hours. She doesn't respond and it's getting a lot of comments. I'm like, hey, Susie, I'll go ahead and blah, blah, blah. I'll go reach out to them. So just really mirror the person that you're working with, because that's a big thing when it comes to doing these shout out posts or doing these referral posts, is having that intuition of the common interpersonal communication, right? If you want to mirror what someone's doing, right? If someone's kind of cold and they're not really working with you, but they kind of want to do a post, don't go into all the details, right? Just like tell them what to do, get the post up, you reach out to their friends. But if it's someone who's moving and grooving, someone who you think they would be potentially a great person on your team, this is so valuable. Like Kacy said, we get to introduce them to our system, get them more information, and we're training them in the process. But here's where we do a lot of recruiting, is actually when our customers get up a post and then we help their friends get up posts. We're like, you know, Sharon wants to order, you already got referral credits once from her, would you like to upgrade? And so that's the way that we're using the recruiting conversation and getting people to upgrade, is by just showing them they already have friends who are interested. If people want to buy for a second month, or their friends want to do a post, they don't get credits or they don't get any benefit from that, we teach them how to upgrade. And that's one of the biggest fears I find for people when it comes to starting a business, is they have the fear that their friends and family won't support them. Well, if you help them go through this process, you actually just overcame that fear for them, so they don't have a reason to be scared. And then you also tap into their network. You never know if they're going to post again, right? But you're going to meet their network. And as I mentioned, most of our top leaders have come from meeting somebody through somebody else's post.
So
you're
crazy.
One connection away, right? One connection away from somebody who could change your business, from somebody's life that you get to change. But we have to go into we have to go into the referral post with the right energy. The people who suck at getting up referral posts are the ones that say, oh, referral posts don't work, nobody wants to post for me. You got to change your attitude. And then when you change your attitude, what will happen? People will start to post for you. But if you're saying they don't work, or nobody wants to do the post for me, it's not their problem, it's a you problem. So changing that attitude around it and telling you, oh, this post is going to blow up, I'm so excited to help this person earn free product credit. And then you go into the mindset, 1 out of 10 is going to blow up. If you get 10, if you go do the numbers, you get 10 posts up, one of them is going to generate a lot of leads for you, even if 8 of them don't. Just like,
well, another thing too is if they do a post and it doesn't blow up, they get like, tumbleweeds, right? This is like no interaction, no engagement, it's almost like, all right, well, I'm glad I didn't recruit that person. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like they're testing out the business and, the kind of engagement or influence that they have, but also you get to test them out, and it's crazy. You said it, but I want people to really hear it. Your best leaders came from a referral post, meaning you tap-rooted customers, you tap-rooted people in your network, in your customer base, to introduce you to people. And those people were more excited, more open, more interested in the opportunity than the person that initially connected them, that introduced them. This is the power of network marketing. This is the power of taprooting and getting into your network's network, right? Getting into your friends and family and your customers and your team's network, because every dud knows a stud, and every dud, like me and like you guys, right? You guys didn't have quick success. I didn't have quick success. You would have all of you watching would have considered us in the first year or two duds. But guess what? We became studs. We got committed. We worked on ourselves. And I think it's really powerful when you think about the fact that, like, so many of us in network marketing, we get excited to get customers, to get recruits. But the truth is, it's not really about that new recruit. It's about who they know and who those people know, and so on and so forth. And your business will never stop growing if you're doing what Kacy and Kylie are teaching you right now, because you're getting into other people's networks. The people that typically end up hopping from company to company to company, and they're always getting excited and quitting, getting excited and quitting. They're not working their business intentionally and building organically. They're just relying on hype. They're just relying on posting and praying. I hope my popularity and my prettiness gets me some leads and some business. You can't rely on that. You have to build a real business. And this is what real professionals, not just in network marketing or social retail, real estate, people in financial services, people, guys that are out there selling solar power cars, like they rely heavily on referral business. So they're just doing it off of social media in most cases, right? We're doing it on social media. This is the most powerful, simple, duplicatable strategy for you to organically build your business and never run out of people to talk to.
And no, John, I love that you bring up real estate agents too. I feel like they're the #1 people who actually suck at referral posts and where they can capitalize so much. Kacy and I were getting interviewed on an Instagram Live last week, and we we're talking about how for real estate agents, what is something, if you're a real estate agent on here, let us know. But what is something that you can do? This is the worst thing you could do, is just have your client share the post from your wall that you celebrated them.
Right.
But actually have your client write a post about their experience with you. If your client does post on their wall,
It's
what's
just
going
a
to
review,
happen?
right?
They're just a review of them working with you. What's going to happen? All of their friends are going to see that post, but also most likely people who are buying houses, if you have a friend do a post, most of their friends are in that house buying era, right? And so it's so valuable. You can do this in any industry, but you really have to just learn some simple rules of Facebook, which is #1, have the client do the post. That's the best way to do it. And one of the questions that I will get a lot is, I'll say, okay, it's so simple in the giveaway. Here's how you do it, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, if they freeze and don't say anything, I'll say, do you want to see what the post looks like? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then I just make it so simple. And then they post it. Like I had a woman that she was like kind of resistant towards me. And I was like, no, that's what it looks like. And I showed her and she's like, okay, yeah, sure. So most people think you're going to give them a super spammy, gross post that makes it sound like they're selling a product that they're not, and they feel awkward about it. And so it is so.
There are a lot of bad posts out there from other companies.
Unfortunately.
Totally. They're just inauthentic, real salesy. Yeah.
It's the same post over and over and over and over again. We'll catch on to that. And we had a girl join our team a couple months ago. She goes, you know what I love? I love that you guys don't have people post the same exact post over and over. Well, duh, right? Everyone has a different story, but we want to generate leads and we want it to be authentic. And the authenticity is going to be what attracts people to you. And if you just make a post, have your friend do a post for you, you're going to generate those new leads. You'll never run out of people to talk to. If you have a goal to get up 3 referral posts a week, even 1 referral post a week, I want to challenge you if you're on this video, get up a referral post in the next 24 hours. If you need the scripts, let us know. Kylie and I will send them over to you. We have a doc with all of our scripts in them. But I want you to get up a post in 24 hours. And then what will happen is you are going to meet new people and you're going to be excited. You're going to be excited because you're not talking to the same 5 people you've been talking to for 6 months. That's why most businesses don't grow, is because we keep following up with the same person over and over and over again. Do you think John Melton talks to the same person every single month? No, right? Any great business owner, they're constantly focusing on how can I talk to new people and more people consistently. This is what the referral post does for you. You're able to talk to new people and more people on a consistent basis with great networks. And also, don't be afraid to test and tweak. I see one of our amazing leaders, Lauren, is on here. I connected with Lauren through a girl we went to middle school with. Lauren was younger than me. Kacy, I didn't know who she was in middle school. We were a little older. And I connected with Lauren through a spoon post. And Lauren decided to buy. I asked Lauren to do a post. Lauren's first post, guess what? It didn't get any leads, and she asked her best friend to comment on it. But you know what happened from that? I reached out to the best friend. The best friend got up a post. The best friend got like 10 leads on that post. I got more posts off from her best friend's post. And then what happened is I went back to Lauren. I was like, Lauren, you're kind of missing out on money. I'm making all the money. Do you want to make some money? And she's like, and she thought about it. And then because that's how I met Lauren, and Lauren's first month, she got up 16 referral posts. And within her first month in business, she made a comment check with no experience in the industry, never using Facebook. And literally she was that girl on Facebook that just, maybe post once or twice a year and share it all the time. And that's what happens is when you just tap into that strategy and you keep pushing, you can find your best people.
Yep. I love it. Y'all, listen, smash the heart button. Definitely let Kacy and Kylie know how valuable this was for you. And are you going to start using this strategy? I mean, imagine if you just got 1 post up a week. How about once a day? Imagine if you could have some of these posts blow up like Kacy and Kylie are talking about, where now you got customers referring customers, referring customers. Some of those customers, guess what? They're probably going to want to get paid on those second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh order. They're probably going to want to get commissions and not just credits, right? Some of them are probably going to be like, whoa, this is a real business. And imagine if you start taproting customers and you start getting recruits out of it. I mean, it's really a very simple. Now it does take a hot second to kind of get the hang of like the scripts and the, the different product posts that are most effective, right? Especially if you're selling like different types of products. But I love that the two of them have used this for years and years and years. And again, it's something that's always worked, right? You're not just relying on, what's popping off on social media or short form videos going viral or, whatever the trendy thing is. This is something that's always going to work, because when normal people are talking about something they're using or something that they're excited about, their normal network of friends, not just a bunch of, like, one of you mentioned this, right? The people that have like a bunch of Facebook friends, but they don't have real friendships with those people, right? You're finding out who has like a real warm market, who has a real network of people to pull from. And I think a lot of us, sometimes we overlook this strategy because it's maybe something that isn't as flashy and exciting as like going viral, right? Going viral sounds cool, but that's not duplicatable, right? This is a duplicatable strategy. Everybody has people in their network that would want to win free product. Everybody has customers or potential customers in their network that would want to put up a post to get credits towards free product, or would want to be a part of a giveaway, or would want to use your products to get results. And they'd be happy to share it or do a review or share their testimonial with people that they think probably would like the same kinds of results they're getting. So sometimes, again, these I guess you could say more basic strategies are overlooked because we think it's not as exciting, but it's actually really exciting, especially when you get one that pops off. I mean, I can tell you this, we're doing a 5-day giveaway right now, a big promo. And my VA, Bem, who's just amazing, went through and messaged all these people over the last 4 months that have ordered. And it's crazy how many people are wanting information to get entered into the raffle. They want to win the free prizes that we're giving away. And again, it's just something that maybe you don't do it every day, every week, but you do it at least once a month, where you make it an intentional part of your business to reach out to people, maybe new customers, right? Maybe you're doing it as a giveaway. I think you said you have people twice a month post about, a product giveaway. Is that right?
Yeah. So if you're somebody who's building a business, or if you're within John's organization or somebody else who has a giveaway going on every month, put it in your posting schedule that you're going to post about the giveaway. Because then you're able to get into conversation with those people. But I do want to share the difference of going viral on a TikTok versus a referral post. So I did probably 30 TikToks recently. Finally, one went viral. I got 350 comments on it. Guess what happened? I got 2 customers.
Yep.
That's a lot of conversations for 2 customers versus a referral post that gets 10 leads, where you can have 10 quality conversations where people are responding to you. And if you don't have a lot of time, you don't have a lot of time to do reels and TikToks right now, you don't have a lot of time to go live right now, this is a very easy strategy if you're working full time. If you don't want to have to post 30 to 70 TikTok videos to start gaining traction, that strategy works. It's amazing. We have women on our team who are blowing up right now because they're posting the 3 reels a day, 3 TikToks a day, and it's crushing it. But if you don't have that time, just spending time growing your network through referral posts, it's the best way to grow your network, to grow it with warm leads.
Yes.
And then make sure every single one of these people who you are put into chat with or comment on the post, you're sending them a friend request, because maybe they don't buy off that first exposure, but once you get them into the group and you keep talking about your products, they're going to keep reaching back out. You just don't know when.
And I'll give you a tip. If you are directly reaching out to your customers, leads, always in that first message say that the person's name, who the post came from, so you can give them credits in the future. So like,
you're going to forget.
Hey, Sharon, I hope you don't mind me reaching out. I saw you comment on Sally's post, blah, blah, blah. And then also when it comes to the referral post, maybe typically when we get started in business, we recruit people who are lower than us. And so what happens when we recruit people who are lower than us, typically they don't have influence on their social media. So what if those people do TikToks and meet people, cold leads from TikTok? What can we do? we can funnel them to Facebook and have those people do shout out posts.
Yes.
And so an amazing leader, I see one of our leaders, Abby, is on here, and Shannon, who we also met through a referral post. We met Abby through a referral post of Shannon. So when it comes to Shannon, met a girl from TikTok. Her name is Paula, and Paula decided to join the team. Paula is from Maine. Kacy and I live in Maine. Paula's from northern Maine. Paula bought my older sister's kitchen table off from her. Literally knows a bunch of my family. Paula does her first post, and she did a similar giveaway post. From that post, she got over a $500 order from a first exposure. Because Paula's using the results, she shared her story. And one exposure, the woman's like, yeah, I'm in. Such a great deal. One thing I do want everyone to do, though, if you start getting up referral posts, save the post to a collection on your Facebook. Because you want to be able to go back and follow up with those leads and have a leads list of your leads that you're getting from referral posts. If you don't know how to do that, all you do, you click on the 3 dots on the Facebook post, you hit save post, and then you add it to a collection. So start a collection of referral posts or shout out posts, curiosity posts. So then whenever you're following up for a sale or a promo, you can go back through that post. You can just click on it, and then you can check back in, see where these people are at, and you can keep following up with them too. Or you can comment on the bottom of it when there's a promo.
Boom. Y'all, did you love this? Make sure you smash the heart button if you loved it. If you really loved it, tag some teammates. Share this in your groups. Share this in your chats, because this is something that anyone in any network marketing company can utilize this strategy. Obviously, some companies incentivize customers referring customers. Most of them probably do these days, but you could also do your own giveaways. You could find your own incentives, prizes, whatever you can do to get people excited to do a post, excited to introduce you to their network. And I love that Kacy and Kylie have taken it one step further and had people not only do the curiosity post, the referral post, but also set up chats. You literally get them to do the business. That's literally our business, right? We create conversation, we create curiosity, we add them to a group, we tag them in a video, we put them in a chat. That's our whole system. That's our whole business. So literally you have them doing the business and they're getting results. And it's like, hey, if you wanted to get paid to do what you're doing, we could help you with that too. So anyway, y'all, appreciate you so much. You are the bomb.com. What's that?
We forgot a very important part.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
So if this is how you're going to close the leads, right? You are leading to a giveaway all month long. And then what we do in our Facebook groups is we lead to a live presentation once a month. That live presentation, right? Just like a business opportunity presentation, that live presentation, we have them in our groups. And in our groups, it says super simple to get entered, because we're going to give away live products as well. Just hit going on this event page. You can follow up with every single person you got to chat with about that giveaway. You're leading to the live presentation, making sure they're in the Facebook group. And then what happens? We're sharing the benefits. We're sharing stories. The customers are in the comments commenting their stories, and that is it sells everyone, right? If somebody hasn't bought once they see the information, once they've been in the Facebook group, that live presentation, and it's just being excited, sharing products, sharing other people's stories, interviewing somebody who's had great results. It's game changing, because then people get excited where it's like, oh, this is real people who are getting real results, and they're not just beautiful, gorgeous models. They're regular people who are just like me.
Yes, that's it. Y'all, this is it. Who's going to do some referral posts? Let's see in the comments. Who's ready to get buck wild? Karen says, thank you so much for digging deep into this strategy. Absolutely, Karen. It's something that everybody should be and could be using. And again, especially when things are slower, if your curiosity posts aren't popping off, if you don't have videos going viral, and like she said, she had a video go viral, only got a couple customers out of it. That's the problem with cold market. This is a warm market tap rooting strategy. So you guys are the best. I appreciate you so much. All right, everybody. Until next time, make sure you follow Kacy and Kylie also. We'll make sure to add or tag them in the description above when this is over. See ya. Thanks, ladies.